Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here today again, Thursday, to talk to you about aspects of doing online business. Today, my main focus is on your website and why you would need to have certain documents on your website for it to be smart for your business and to be smart for your branding. So, a big part of having a website is that it is the face of your business, and we often at startup and in the first few years of the development of our business are struggling to create a brand and an identity. Part of having a brand and a brand identity and a professional presence online is to have your legal documents in place, your terms and conditions, your policies, to complete your professional presence online. So when you have a business that's online, and that's largely most businesses now, you have a website, and on the website you do require a number of documents or policies that will add to your branding and also protect your website and enable you to do business seamlessly and with some ease. So how does your website legals add to your branding? Well, it adds credibility. Not having website terms of use and a privacy policy in the first instance or at all, it simply is a gaping hole in the professionalism of your business, and adds to a lack of credibility. Once you have the documents up, your website is complete. Since May 25th, and actually even before that, since 2016, there have been privacy changes to privacy regulations which affect how you show up online and the information that you collect from people. So your privacy policy is now critical to your website. So they're the first two documents that I want to talk to you about: your website terms of use and your website privacy policy. So previously, your privacy policy was dictated to by Australian privacy principles. They are still important, but now, because your website is global, your reach is global, your privacy policy needs to be GDPR compliant. So that's a really important document to have. And with the compliance now, there is a worldwide wake-up call about how information is collected and the types of consent that's required. And you may very well find people contacting you and saying that, I'm sorry, but I have not consented to this or that, the other, and that you are in fact in breach of GDPR regulations in relation to consent. I know for myself, I'm already aware when I get an email or something comes up in my feed to subscribe to something or download something, I'm very sort of now aware as to what I'm signing up for. Am I actually signing up for that particular opt-in, or am I also going to be automatically shifted to a list where I'm sent a whole heap of other information? But that's a whole other Facebook Live. So getting back to the purpose of this live, which is to talk about branding and to talk about, hi Laura, why it is that you need to have these documents up. It is for the completeness of your website, okay? It's very important that you don't remain in startup land where there are gaping holes in your systems and your policies and your processes, and having your legals on your website is one of those gaps you need to fill. So your website terms of use will cover the interaction that you have with your visitors to your website. It is not your business terms and conditions. It is not your client agreement. It is not your cancellation and refunds policy. It is simply a statement that educates people about what they can and cannot do on your website. It is also the document that protects your content, that protects you or provides a disclaimer in the event something goes wrong with your website and shut down for whatever reason. It also provides disclaimers about the type of information that people access on your website, and that depends on your business. You don't want them to be taking information that you are providing on your website as personal advice or personal information in areas of finance, in legals, in medicine, in health, in any of those areas where general information could be mistaken for personal advice. So the website terms of use is very specific to the operations of your website, and they are read in conjunction with your privacy policy. So they're not to be included under a heading on your website that says legals. That's no longer acceptable. You need to have a separate heading for website terms of use, and you need to have a separate heading for privacy policy, and it needs to be in a decent font size on your website so people know and can see where they can actually access the policy itself. Your website terms of use is read in conjunction with your privacy policy, and your privacy policy needs to be GDPR compliant, and it needs to be customized to the type of information that you are collecting, the type of business you are running. So if you are conducting a business that collects that deals with sensitive information, that is something that needs to be addressed in the privacy policy. You also need to state a number of legal reasons why you are collecting the information that you are collecting. These are certain aspects of privacy policy inclusions that were not required in the previous privacy policies that lawyers were drafting. So that's the second document. The third document is actually a document that I haven't talked about much before, and that is your non-disclosure agreement. This is a very important document for you to start using in your businesses, especially when you are moving from startup into a more established phase of your business and you are discussing developments in your business with other providers who you may want to talk to take on to help you to get things done in your business. So you need to protect your information. There are, we talk about a lot of legals in small business, but rarely do we talk about the non-disclosure agreement. It doesn't have to be a long, complex document. What it does do is it puts the other person on notice. So if you're thinking of engaging another website developer or a website developer, or if you're thinking of engaging someone to refresh your branding and create another style guide and another logo for you, or if you are engaging someone to look at the systems in your business and to fix up your Asana and to set up your Xero and to do, to be your virtual assistant to send your newsletters out, you are going to be in the process of the relationship with them, sharing information about your business, which is your trade secret, if you will. These are your plans for your business, your hopes and aspirations. These are your designs, your concepts, your ideas, your philosophies, your maps for the future. Without a non-disclosure agreement in place, people just can take your ideas and go. Yes, they can take your ideas and go anyway, but when there is a non-disclosure agreement in place, you are in fact putting them on notice and reminding them that the relationship that you have in the discussion of your business is confidential. So I'm inviting you to consider these three documents as being critical to your business at this time. There are other documents too that are important, but I really believe that in the first instance, if you have a business and a website, the first thing you need to look at and look at closely with a view to having it developed for your business specifically is your website terms of use, your GDPR compliant privacy policy, and to have a non-disclosure agreement drafted for the type of information that you would like to protect about your business. I'm happy to talk to you about any of these documents, and I will pop a link into my comments to a chat with me and about any of these issues. I'll also be popping in a link to a small business legals document where you can actually see the different legals that you need at different stages of your business. That's all I have today to to impart to you. And any questions, pop them into comments, but the links will be there to help you. So thank you for listening, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.